Welcome to Pullman, Washington, Martin Stadium, home to the Washington State Cougars, and the anticipation is running high on the Palouse. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Oregon State Beavers, squaring off with another team from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Washington State ready to kick off as it's time to get things started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Beavers offense will take the first swing of the game. And this guy feels like a throwback. Back in the day, the running backs were always the stars. This guy fits that mold.
And he can do a lot of different things, too. He's not a one-trick pony. This guy can tote the rock, he can catch the ball, he can block. We might even see him throw the ball in this game. This is a jack of all trades.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Out of the shotgun on third down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. So Washington State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out.
Delay of game. Offense.
There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. They'll go to the air. The throw to the outside is complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. That last completion sets him up on second down. To the ground with the back. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Washington State has it all working right now. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Swings it out to his running back. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. The Cougars will try to punch it in on first and goal. Snap in the shotgun. Coming after it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down and goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. Pulled down for the tackle. It's still 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line.
Great timing by the defense there. Obviously, the offense has the ball in the red zone, and you're trying to create a negative play to back them up. They do that with the sack, and if they're now going to try a field goal, it's going to be a little more work for the kicker.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can you make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Flips it out to the back. If you consider the swing pass an extension of the running game, well, they shut down the run and the swing on that one.
No doubt. Locked them down. Great job seeing it right away. Eyes on the running back, and as soon as they threw it, multiple guys breaking on the football, getting to him, not letting him do any damage after the catch.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
And come on now, O-line, you got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
And the Beavers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. The give to the back. Fighting off the defender. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. They think there's room to run to the right here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Unloads it left. He's got an open man. The expressway is wide open. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the gate.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Washington State can get it in. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now it's 2nd and goal. On the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They were held to a field goal on their first drive, and if you want to keep a team in a game, just keep kicking field goals instead of scoring touchdowns. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Already 1 for 1 on field goals today. He'll try to make it 2 for 2 from 22. Right down the boulevard, it's good.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Tackle is made after the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Fires it. The freshman just a little too much on that one. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. They're going back to the ground. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington State has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats.
Washington State 6, Oregon State 0.
Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. A high kick trying to pin them deep. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Nice stiff arm there, but the defense still able to stop him for a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd down.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Washington State sends out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Now this offense is back on the field. From the gun, the running back has it. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll go right back to him. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Brings up 2nd down.
From the gun, the ground game. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Beavers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Not much room. He gets one down to the 7. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Got it. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. 3rd and goal for the offense. Slams it ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Beavers! They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Washington State, 6.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And 1st down for the offense.
Quickly complete. Still running at the 40. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Eligible receiver, downfield, offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll put the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Now on 2nd down. They'll leave it with the lone back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Short gain on the play before he slides. Offense gets set for 2nd down.
2nd down coming up.
Off the play fake. Steps away. He's going to run it. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Beavers will snap it on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Showed off just about every move in the book except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Release to the back. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32. He wants to throw. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Oregon State, 14. Washington State.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Buys a little time. At the 40, there he goes. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Timeout, Washington State.
Looking to go up top on first down. And his throw is incomplete. Now 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd down.
He's looking to throw. On the run, fires downfield. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And he's got it! Touchdown, Cougars!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they cut it to a 14-13 game. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. It's complete to the right.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that. I mean, the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Got him downfield. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Looks like you've had a very enjoyable day there today in Pullman. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas on the Palouse at Martin Stadium.
Looks as if we are set to crank it up here in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
As a defensive end, trust me, I was a defensive end, I can tell you, you start getting a little lathered up. Now you got your 2nd sack. It's only the 3rd quarter. Your eyeballs are getting big. This is going to be one of those days. I'm going to get me 3. I'm going to get me 4. Shoot, I might even get me 5.
Washington State will have to boot it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Fair catch, called for and made. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They move the tight end all over. They'll leave it with him. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're bringing heat. Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Right down the middle. He caught it, and he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. And the Beavers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Beavers!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Western Kentucky is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage, but despite all that, we still have a very close game. They're up by 8 over New Mexico State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Cougars want to pick up the tempo.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go to the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Running it to the right. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
You spread me out, I'm going to speed you up. Nice job. They go empty. Nobody in the backfield to help the quarterback block. A linebacker comes right up the gut, gets to the quarterback, gets him on the ground.
Washington State sends out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. A soaring high punt with serious hang time. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Trying to get to it. He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked. Couldn't make the connection on 1st down, now here on 2nd. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to throw it again. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. The Beavers will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. He'll keep it himself. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Now the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. And the Beavers moving quickly to the line. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things, it makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella, he's always open.
The snap sets up to throw. He looks that one in nicely. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
He'll pull it on the read. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon State.
Oregon State.
Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Ready to try the point after.
On for the extra point.
And the extra point splits the uprights. It's 28-13. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive.
Oregon State.
And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2.
13.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Let's it fly. And the timing just a hair off. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. He hurls one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Here's the handoff. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Still running at the 40. Quarterback gets the first down and more. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Dialing up a second down pass play. Quickly out to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Got his man quickly. Still on his feet at the 45. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Beavers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
On second down, looking again to throw. He's got it down the middle. Stumbled to the ground. Ball at the 31. Third and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He makes the connection. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Throws for the tight end. Working the middle. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Keeps it on the bootleg. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Beavers! That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Yes, Salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the fourth.
Big-time rivalry game in football heaven today, gentlemen. Texas A&M and Texas, and here is the very latest. Texas pulled out the victory on a day they clearly did not have their best, and that's a testament to those players there in Austin. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Intercepted. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll try the run. On the move at the 30. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it and still on his feet. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Touchdown, Oregon State! And the route is on. They've built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
42, Washington State, 16.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. He's going to pass. Starting to feel a little pressure. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. He's got his man, makes the grab. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the grab.
Well, and here's the problem offensively, because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. He wants to throw. Pressure coming. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
Second down now after the sack. He's looking to throw. And this sophomore's going to learn you can't force that type of pass. Very lucky to get it back. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Going to take a shot. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point is good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Miami is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Oxford for some time. They're up 14 over Ball State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. The Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things they're going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.